Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Reduce your ping time and get faster speeds when you game at expressvpn.com/funhouse.
Lindsay.
Hey!
Let's pull back the curtain for a minute. This is the first episode that we're doing back from having taken 2 weeks holiday. That's what I say. 2 weeks holiday. And if it were me, I would have never come back. We were talking about how you, not because of anything, but like, we were talking about how refreshed we were feeling.
I do. I feel nice and airy. There was like 9 days into it where I was like, this sucks and I don't feel any better at all. I've just, completely succumbed to all my vices.
Yeah.
And I kind of came out of it like a flower in the dirt, being like, help me. And now I'm trying to be more positive and more like,
well, that's good.
Put myself by window. So like, look, it's the outside.
I'm trying to find positive too. For example, I got a giant bag of cuties, out of oranges that you can just peel and eat. I got a bag of cuties from Costco, and I said, healthy, it's a healthy breakfast, you peel a cutie or whatever, and went down to have a cutie this morning, and then I went, what's that smell? It's probably a bag of, I want to say, 25 cuties. That's a lot.
No.
It's like a month's supply, and I was able to salvage 5 of them from this thing. They had all gone bad and rotten overnight.
Overnight?
Well, I guess they had been sitting there for maybe like a couple days, but I had one the day before, it was perfectly fine, and it just like spread like a virus. And so then what I did with the 5 remaining cuties I had, I made these tiny little surgical masks, and I said, this is all you guys needed. You could have been fine. You could have been fine if you just wore your little masks. But I had 5 remaining, so I found positivity in that.
Well, we're back to look at comments and...
Can you say that with a more positive spin, please?
We're back to look at more comments and fan art. Can't wait to see what you guys did. It's all about a balance. So I'll read the first comment and then complain about it.
Okay.
We did a simulator game, which I want to do more of, called Startup Company. And I thought the video came out really great.
So it's got to be called like Queef or something.
Yeah, it's have to be like Queef or Queefo.
Queefo. I like Queefo.
I like Queefo.
Yeah, and it's the kind of thing where like the F is capitalized for no reason.
Okay, but the Q is lowercase?
Queefo, exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
This is what business is all about. It's not about the product, it's not about how much money you bring in and how much money you spend.
It's about all of that.
If I ever start a business, Ryan is definitely my CEO. He's the meth version of Jordan Belfort.
Oh, well, but hold on. Yeah, I guess Jordan Belfort is the cocaine version of Ryan.
I don't know who Jordan Belfort is.
He's the guy from Wolf on Wall Street.
Okay,
He's
I haven't seen that.
Leonardo da Vinci, or whatever. What's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, you don't know who it is either.
I know who Jordan Belfort is. I don't know who Leonardo DiCaprio is. I don't know that Ryan's ever done meth before. I doubt that he has.
We don't know. We can't say he has. We can't say he hasn't. And we can't say he has even if he has, and we know he has for legal reasons.
For legal reasons.
We don't know.
Yeah.
That's not true, James.
Another comment about Ryan. Dane Allen says Ryan is the new fashion line called What Goodwill Had at 2 p.m.
Well, it's funny. I thought you were going to pick another one from Jet that said Ryan looks like he got a part-time job at Men's Warehouse, and I don't know if those two things contradict one another.
I think you could get stuff at Goodwill that you could have once got in a Men's Warehouse. So it's like,
I tried to donate stuff on a Goodwill, and they turned me away.
Oh, I tried to do that like 7 months ago, and they were closed. But I was able to I just dumped it off in the back alley.
Well, I think it was the place that you told me to go to.
That's Goodwill, right?
They were accepting. I had gone to another place that was closer beforehand, and I happened to arrive the same time as a donation truck arrived. And I said, are you accepting donations? And they were like, not while this truck is here. And I was like, I don't know what that means. So I just got in my car and left.
Also, no shade to people who shop in and buying their suits at Goodwill, okay? Why not?
Goodwill's got great stuff. I know, because I left it there.
There you go.
If anyone has anything to say about Goodwill or shopping at Goodwill, that's just back on you. That's like saying this mirror looks terrible, okay? Because Goodwill is a reflection of what you've given it.
Yeah. Sorry you're not a thrifting queen.
Yeah, you gotta find those diamonds in the rough. Or as I like to refer to them, the rotten cuties in the bag. That doesn't, I'll work on it.
Squatula says, James would have done well in the 80s.
I take that as a huge compliment.
You were alive in the 80s.
I was.
So can you say whether or not you did well when you were in the 80s?
I guess I survived. I did survive the 80s, which means I did pretty good, right?
You did well.
I did well.
Yeah.
I don't think that I had any major issue. I didn't break any bones in the 80s. I didn't get laid, but I was also 6, so
Right.
so
That's probably for the best.
the give and take. But yeah, no, the 80s was a great decade. I often say that if you could, they say if you could go back in time and live out anyone else's existence, right? Would you? I wouldn't go back and be a king, because a king lives worse now than we live today. Like, it seemed great for a king back then, but their actual life without air conditioning, without all kinds of things. So where's the furthest back you could go that your life would be awesome and probably way better than it is now without sacrificing some of the modern conveniences?
2012.
Okay, all right, so not too far for you.
Fuck.
I actually have a comment here from a Human Fall Flat. We went back to Human Fall Flat after a long time. Love the game.
I cut that video.
Yeah.
Unless you don't like it, and then I didn't.
No, you didn't do that. Yeah, that's why we don't put the names on our videos, so that way
Right.
people don't send you poop in the mail. But it was a golf one. And Mike Olson said, James would totally be the older brother that says, yeah, you can play when I die, and proceeds to beat the game. That's interesting because I'm a younger brother.
You would tell your older brother that he could play when you were done, and then you would beat the
Yeah,
game.
I'm noticing that the sun is creeping in, giving me a
I
very
can see it.
evil look.
Nice
Hold on.
bounce.
There we go. I'm back to
Look at that natural light.
I'm back to good James, not evil James, that would finish the game for you. No, yeah, it's interesting because I am a younger brother, so it's interesting that they think I have older brother vibes. This episode is brought to you by Stamps.com. There's lots of things we could have learned from 2020, but what's one thing that kind of maybe stands out to you? Because for me, it's that the internet is awesome. It's an incredible tool. You can buy groceries online, watch movies online, you can talk to your doctor online, but what I want to tell you about is how you can basically go to the post office online using Stamps.com. Stamps.com allows all businesses to do all of their mailing and shipping right from their computer. No need to leave your home, your office, or in most of our cases, your home office. Stamps.com brings you all the services that you can get at any of those other shipping places wherever you are. It's a must-have for any business, whether you're a small office sending out invoices or an online seller shipping out orders. Even giant warehouses sending thousands of packages a day can save money and save time using Stamps.com. You just use your computer to print official US postage any time of day, any day of the week, any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send it in the whole world. And once your mail is ready, you just schedule a pickup or you drop it off. It's that simple. It makes the whole process super easy, and it's going to save you time. So make 2021 the year you stop wasting time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com. Instead, there's no risk. And with the promo code OpenHouse, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts or any of that. Just try it out. You're going to love it. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Open House. That's H-A-U-S. That's Stamps.com, promo code Open House. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. Can I show off some fan art? I'm starting with
That's
this.
great.
This first one is from the subreddit, and it's from the CMAC. I always like when people just do like the flat color interpretation of stuff. They're like, I'm not getting no shading, not unless it's absolutely necessary. But it's really good.
This has a little bit of depth.
Did they get your beauty mark on the wrong side?
Well, what they did is it's probably a mirrored selfie sometimes when you take it with like Snapchat or something. So it's like a reflection. I'm looking at it and it's like looking in a mirror.
The eyes look very real. Very real. The title is Lizzie Washburn too, which I like.
That's me.
They titled it, yeah. They have no other anything. It's not like floating in purple or whatever.
I mean, the one right below it by Tank is called James Williams Drawing, because why not?
Tank, I feel like Tank's been posting a lot in the subreddit.
Yeah,
and
very active.
And is now making a foray into art, which I really appreciate.
Let's read some more comments and then we'll come back to some more art.
Yeah.
Axed in the back. So I have not seen this video and I wasn't a part of it. So you got to tell me all about it.
Well, this was a Project Winter. I think you weren't available because you would have been great in this. It's a different betrayal game.
Oh, I would have been great in that.
Appropriately named Toby Wood, says, trapped in the wilderness with some murderers, and yet they are bested by a lack of sandwiches. Because we died to the elements more than we actually died to each other, because it's a survival game mixed with imposters. So we would just be like, all right, let's go out, and then, you know, let's try and find the parts to call the helicopter to get away, and then Dan would be attacked by a bear, and then I would die trying to save Dan from the bear, and the imposter wouldn't have to do anything. There was one point where we were all huddled in a cabin freezing to death, trying to throw down food for people to eat, and then you'd eat the food and collapse, and then they'd res you, and no one could go out again, and then the imposters didn't have to do anything.
I'm gonna have to go watch this video, and so should you. If you haven't seen it yet, you can watch it right after this.
This video is brought to you by Funhaus. Funhaus is a comedy, sometimes gaming channel where they read your comments, they talk about their own videos, and they look at your fan art. And they swat their mic when they're doing a bit. Can we do ad reads and then charge ourselves? And then when Rooster Teeth looks at our profits, they'll be through the roof. Free money!
Go to youtube.com/funhouse. Check out the most recent video. Thanks again, Funhouse.
One more from this video that we're promoting, which is this video is sponsored by Project Winter, Axe in the Back gameplay. J Dilla 216 says, I love how every time they play these games, they always accuse Jacob first.
Well, he's probably guilty.
Probably guilty, number one. But two, he must be, right? Like, he's too innocent, kind of, to not be guilty of something. He's got some skeletons in his closet. In fact, if I could prompt anyone to make some art, I would love to prompt you, draw Jacob with his skeletons in his closet. And this could be literal skeletons, they can be figurative skeletons, but I'd love to see some Jacob fan art.
Farts from Dog Team 232. This is you. You want to tell me about this wrestling?
Sure. So what they did here was, it's all AEW. I'll be doing, probably by the time this is up, I'll be doing a podcast with AEW superstar Scorpio Sky, and it's called Wrestling with the Week. And you're talking about all things, not just wrestling, but some wrestling. And when it was kind of announced, I had a fun back and forth tweet exchange with the AEW wrestling account. And so everyone so they made a little mock image of what it would look like potentially if I was announced as a wrestler, which would inevitably lead to comments of people going, why is this small, scrawny person wrestling in AEW? He better have a really good super kick.
I feel like you would have face paint.
Oh, you think I'd be a face paint wrestler?
Yeah, I think just a little bit. Not like, anything crazy, but, maybe like, I know, like warrior style he's got,
Eyeshadow. I would just do only eyeshadow, or that would be But we got more Lindsay selfie fan art. People must have discovered your selfies.
They saw my Instagram and they were like, she posted 6 times this year. Let's draw all of them.
Wi-Fi glitches said, first time trying art on PC. An artist, but never on PC before. I thought I would post it here to show some love since they have helped me through the year. It's art of Lindsay. So this is the person's first digital art, and they chose you.
I'm so honored. It's crazy that my hair, I feel like my hair is just grown like wild.
Everyone.
It was so cute when I early in the beginning of last year and I had energy and good mental health and I was like, cute. And then...
Yeah, big same.
What did I say? I'm trying to be more positive.
Yeah, I was going to say, you ran out. During the course of this video, you ran out of that new 2021 positivity.
You know what's giving me positivity is Benson as a werewolf in jean shorts.
Yeah, I didn't see this. I did not see this. It's amazing.
It's Tank! Tank, this is beautiful. Look at the fur, the texture of the fur. It's so good.
I have said before that if you take any dog and you put jeans on them, they look like werewolves. And this proves my point. Yeah, I don't know that Benson could hold his weight up on his hind legs like that, though. He's getting older. His pectorals are great, though. He learned from his dad. We got another one from Zombie King 94. My terrible attempt at Linz.
It's a great sketch. I appreciate it all. Again, the hat. They chose the one with the hat because there was 6 posts from last year. So
you know what it kind of looks like? Have you ever seen? I think Disneyland used to do this, where it has art and it's like art drawn by a computer, which doesn't mean anything now anymore. But it's like it just only does lines like this.
Oh yeah.
Only like horizontal lines. That's how this kind of has that vibe. Like they just went like raise pencil off paper, put it down, raise it. See Bad made something real good. He drew Fashion James, inspired by that other woo-woo where you and Elise couldn't stop talking about how fashionable or unfashionable I am.
That was the all about your fashion. Look at this. This is you. Your hair's a little dark, but
A little dark, but definitely Archer vibes.
that's what it feels like, yeah.
But it's a great look for
And
me.
you're always wearing your tie like just hanging off your neck like a scarf. So
Yep, that's actually a sausage link.
I've got 3 more pieces of art.
Let's
Look
do
at
it.
this one, this movie poster, The Funhaus, another classic by Clive Tolnay. A gift for Lindsay. This is what you were talking about earlier. This
Yeah.
is a beautiful treat, a lovely treat. I must have been making a face. I don't know what this is a rendition of, but I love it. Thank you, Iker.
Real quick, this is the expression you would make if you were outside wearing your headphones and someone said, "There's a meteor and it's gonna strike Earth." And then, yeah, exactly. And
Is that it?
It's a freeze frame of your exact expression when they go there. It's coming. It's gonna hit Earth. It's on its way.
And then here's the one last one for the new year, some Winter Willemses.
Love
and
it.
look, it's Benson the Snowman!
Thanks, Benson Snowman.
I love it!
Can't believe he tolerates it. I'm surprised he tolerates it, but he does.
Watch us watch you. Thanks again to Funhaus for sponsoring this video.
Thank you, Funhaus. Use promo code Funhaus when checking out at Funhaus to get 10% off your Funhaus for the first 3 months. We appreciate your sponsorship, Funhaus.
Give you some good